Today I'm doing a bit more work on the Scoop-It camera, and I'm trying to test the focus on it to make sure it's working properly. Now there's a way you can do that without even using any film, because in some cases the reflex focus isn't actually accurate and it doesn't always properly reflect the actual focus that you're getting through the film gate. But I've fixed that in my case by putting foil shims on the ground glass piece, basically just moving it out a little bit, and it now matches up. But the way I tested the focus was I got this light diffusing plastic here, and on one side it's got a matte finish, on the other side it's got a gloss finish, and basically what you do is you just push that inside the film gate with the matte finish facing outwards, and then you'll see an image forming. And then say for instance you've got like another camera that doesn't even have a reflex viewfinder, and you can only rely on a side finder. This is a good way to test the focus without wasting film. So you just place it in there, point the camera at something distant, like there's actually cables up there over in the distance on that building. So what I'm doing is I can actually focus this to infinity, and if those cables show up clearly on the image on this piece of plastic here, if the cables show up, then it means that the focus is accurate and works as it should, and I didn't have to waste any film. But there's still one other thing I need to do, and that's clean the prism inside, because I think it's still a bit dirty. If we look in, it's a little bit hazy, so I'm going to have to try and clean that somehow. And I think the only way to get that out is to take the side of the camera and access it from in here. So I'm going to do that and then clean it, and hopefully I can get it as new. And that's all I've basically got left to do before I start putting film through it. One other modification I've done is, as well, I'm running it on a LiFePO 4 battery, 4 cells like that, and that's just 4 18650 size LiFePO 4 cells, and the battery meter's happy with that. And I've also, because I broke the exposure motor, instead I've just connected 2 LEDs to it, and one LED's reverse polarity, and they're just in parallel. So when I take an exposure reading, and if I switch the camera on, basically the LEDs come on. So if I press the button, blue means it's overexposed and red means it's underexposed, and then when they both go out, when I've got that button down, that's correct exposure.